you know, it's hard not to get, I would even say, drunk on the idea of the damage that Genjuro can do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to have the wherewithal. You have to be able to, again, operate in the moment and learn how to react to your opponent. Because again, it's one thing, there are going to be people that are like, no, going to be on stream later that are most likely playing right now, and their whole game plan is like just to be oppressive, to constantly stay in your face, to constantly keep that offense on all 6 cylinders. And I can guarantee you, no less than, I'll say what, 35–40% of those people are probably going to end up eating a lot of damage because, again, they're not taking the time to, number one, not necessarily respect, because again, sometimes respect has to be earned in most cases.
Yeah.
Not necessarily respect, but they have to learn to respond to their opponent. And they also have to be fully aware of what you're capable of doing. One of the big things that, because this game is still relatively young, there are people who have not fully embraced, you know, all the defensive mechanics. You know, and that's one thing that, again, it can make or break things. You know, we were at the, you know, Game Goon Suite last night, and one of the best moments that I saw while I was there, somebody got a blade catch, and that turned the entire match around. So that's one of the things that, again, you have to be prepared for. You have to use the stance break, use those quick little overheads, and again, above all else, be sure, work that deflect.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got our next matchup coming in. Tam-Tam versus Charlotte.
Right against it. I'm not gonna lie, I was super excited when Tam-Tam got it announced. And again, this has got to be careful with this one. He's got the reach and the damage to put it in.
That's right. Papa is going to do his best job to really control the spacing here. And Charlotte is the one that really has to commit to something risky to be able to overcome this matchup.
Because again, like I said, she loses on the reach majority of the time in this matchup. And at the same metric, again, it's a damage output. All right, here's a good opportunity, yeah. Oh, but again, ran into the fire.
And it just as Fireman Ruby was able to close the distance, now he's back outside trying to find his way back in. And Papa been doing a pretty good job at staying at optimal range for Tam-Tam.
Very smart from Papa right there. Go for the high skull.
So far, Fireman's running into buttons once again. Trying to find a unique way to close the distance and just not really working out so far. Might need to change it up in the next round.
And again, the mix up with the skulls, man. It throws so many people off. And again, let me, you know, if you guys are out there, let me hear those howls right now. All right, he goes in for the quick run-up sweep. All right, goes to the hurl, nice. And one of the important things when it comes to Tam-Tam is that you actually have to be mindful because you cannot spam the skulls. You can't throw the skulls out again until the 3 that go out are broken. All right, opportunity for a jump in there. Nice.
3 successful jump ins so far. Just the fact they're able to close in the distance is a pretty big deal. And Tam-Tam is pretty low on life and might make a turnaround here for Fireman.
All right, goes to the blade sweep. Oh, windmill. Good defense, man.
Charlotte has rage.
Oh, there we go. Again, good air to air.
Wow, going into the next round with rage is really good here for Fireman. But going to be able to use that EX Fireball. Does pretty decent chip damage too. Ooh, uses evade in the opening of a round.
That's what I'm talking about.
The dodge.
And the skull, man.
Not able to get that jump in like he probably wanted.
All right, sends out the tri-slash.
All right, closes in the distance. Active. Oh, could have got a punish there.
Goes in for the dash sleeps. Goes to the rage. Papa's got to be careful. And again, this is smart on Fireman Ruby's part because again, he can still whittle him down. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that's over.
Again, good conversion there, man.
That's the thing too, is when you got somebody in the corner and you're that on top of them, you put yourself just as susceptible to a potential throw into weapon flip. Because when you're at that range, anything can happen.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times people do grab, and you can't really react to that movement very well. So it's dangerous. A lot of times you'll see players just stay outside of that range and then make a commitment.
All right. Defense, nice dash in. All right. Just out of that range. Deflect.
Oh,
again,
that was a
simple game. Like I said, it was simply a spacing thing.
Crummy punish.
And the full damage. All right, goes through, keeps that distance. Bad beat on the skulls.
Whoa, dangerously close.
I said, that's face front. Like, you don't do anything, man. I said, you got to get, like, capitalized there.
Yep.
Got him. Kaboom. Oh, and he ran into the rim, though, man.
Darlie enraged. Just a throwaway to really changing this.
Tried to go for the blade catch. I saw what you were doing there, Fireman. I respect it. But again, pick the spots. There's a time and a place for it. Right, Papa on match point right now.
Opens up with the jump in, connects the second time. A little high on that. That's probably why he was able to get that throw. With Charlotte, once again, enraged.
Again, so just the damage and the reach that Tam-Tam brings to the table. It is a game changer.
Once again, possibly a little too high. Got punished on that with the back throw.
All right, good. Like I said, kept it to the ground.
It's really all about Fireman really try to mitigate his risk right here. And with that low life, it's going to be really tough. Definitely has to activate that.
There's an opportunity here. And, tried to meet him in the air. But again, Tam-Tam, at least today, Tam-Tam controls the skies.
And the ground, too. That's the thing about that character, man, is that it can be a really oppressive situation from such a long distance that it can deter or at least deflate a lot of action from the opponent. And as you saw there, what happens a lot is people will run into normals. People will get discouraged from jumping against a really competent Tam-Tam player and then mixing it up with all the options. And then when a Tam-Tam player starts to get risky, you can tell they're starting to feel himself a little bit, and that in turn,
that's where things tend to collapse.
Take you a few notches down. And yeah, man, it's tough in that Charlotte matchup. You know.
Again, like I said, no, Charlotte. Again, here's the great thing: like, I love her as a character, and like I said, she has a great deal of tools. It's just the biggest pain with her is her reach. That's the biggest problem that I have with Charlotte. You know, again, like, it's not to say again like she's not a bad character by any means whatsoever. It's just that that's the one department that I feel that she suffers the most. Between her and I would say Rui Shang, the two of them, they have like that particular issue.
Yeah.
You know? But like I said, we're gonna move things on right now. We're gonna go up to our next match. Oh God, you know what? I know that it's plastered on a lot of the scrolls out there, but I keep coming back to that one thing. You know, fighting games are just something so great, man. And you just sit back, and it's hard not to, like, and I have to apologize to everybody watching on right now, but I have to gush for a second. It's hard not to get swept up in all of this, man. Like I said, to actually, like, be here, to be, like, you know, this is the, you know, Indy 500, the World Series, the NBA Finals, all wrapped up into one for us. And again, just to, like, be a part of history being made, particularly with this game. Again, like I said, it's breathtaking. I actually have to sit here in awe of the fact that, again, dude, this is happening. We're in it, man. This is what's going on right now. All right, but
and it's definitely happening to these guys that are on stage ready to play. And oh man, if this is real, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh man. Okay,
all right, button check. But I'd like to see it. I want to see what this matchup will play out to.
That is something, because again, that's one thing that I've yet to see, a like solid Tam-Tam mirror.
You guys came here for the Genjiro mirrors, but baby, we got some Tam-Tam mirrors, possibly.
Man. I said they're in there, and again, like I said, just get that button check sorted out. All right.
Got to make sure that rage works.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, it's one of the things. I remember, what was it at Defend the North?
Yeah.
It was unfortunate that like it was like further in the brackets match. I believe it was the like lead into top 32, and like somebody was just so ready to get into the match, didn't even bother checking their buttons, and like halfway into it, he's trying to pop, you know, his rage, and all he's getting is a whiffed grab, and he's just trying to figure out what's going on. And I could just only imagine that, like, the internal monologue, he must have been shouting at himself, why isn't it working?
Yeah, dude, I never check my buttons, man. But then again, I don't play in tournaments that much.
There we go.
But I just let it ride.
And again, even for myself, like, no, usually I generally play on default. That way I never have to worry about that. All right, so again, we got it. Decent
nice
trade over
there,
man. Nice. Against Alejandro, going up against Hiro. And again, like I said, Alejandro right now playing, like, this is what we were talking about. Somebody playing patiently with Gendra. Believe it or not, yes, it's a real thing, people.
Yeah, especially in this matchup, you got to pick your spots because you are going to risk something on your approach. You have to.
Yeah.
Because that's, in general, the way that you approach Tam-Tam.
And again, the beautiful thing about like Genjuro, like so, you know, it's that joke that everybody has. Even when it's not his turn, it is his turn. So.
Right. Wow, that card hit so far away. That was crazy. Okay, you're going to have to start seeing some pretty risky stuff here from Alejandro. And the way he approaches. Nice. Gets hit with the skull again. I want to start seeing some potential Rekka options here to try to close some distance.
I said go for that cross-up, man. All right,
he gets the jump, and here we go. Action time. No DP. And gets back thrown for all that work. Now he's into rage. Potentially sent right there. Nice timing on that.
Case that one. Smart, man.
All right, man, but here's the problem. Here's the problem.
He's got nothing left.
Resources are gone. Tam-Tam in rage at the beginning of the round. Weapon flip, that is a bad scenario
not
for Alejandro.
Right now. And again, going with the Demon Blade, just like that. Called it.
Getting weapon flip. Yikes. Oh, willing to pick that up, but suffers a punish on that.
Okay, like I said again, it is definitely, it is brave. I'll give him that much.
It's a numbers game, man. You got to be willing to pick up and sacrifice that little bit of life to get your weapon back. Oh, man, big deficit here, though.
All right, tries to go for it again. Could have followed up on that, though, and maybe gotten the cross up there.
Hiro doesn't have to commit to much, if anything, at all so far, but still whittling away. Alejandro is still doing some damage here.
Again, and I like what Hiro does. I like the fact that, again, he sends out that high skull just to challenge the test.
And look at that, boys and girls. Oh, I was just about to say that big damage almost evened out the match, but Hiro was able to stay tight and close that one out.
Okay, so he's going right back into it, tied up as wow. Like I said again, I like the call out, brother, but like still, you need offense to work with the defense there. Okay.
See, that's the thing too, man. He's got to still work. Even if he doesn't have a weapon, or when he does, it doesn't matter. He has to be careful how he works in that distance. And Hiro is just shutting down what Alejandro wants to do. Now, there are almost no options for him to really convert this win.
Yeah, like I said, seriously, he's going to have to take this L right now.
This is as close to checkmate as you get.
And again, like I said, Alejandro, he has to be aware of it.
At this point, this may be Alejandro just does not want to give it to him. Oh, and he gets the jump in. He's still fighting, and he backs off. Just let him get that weapon. All right.
So close. And again, like I said, it always boils down to, like I always tell everybody, again, when you're unarmed, go for the dash attacks. That gives you a little bit of breathing room. You can pick up your weapon if you're close enough to it.
Yeah, man, and people have gotten really good at shutting down options, using the game system mechanics to really force you to have to take a loss. Because in that situation, there's just no way that Alejandro could have gone in without taking a loss of some sort. And when your life is that low, a loss is a loss of a round.
Yeah, like I said, it's plain and simple. There's no way around it. Okay, now let's see. Alejandro seeming to have shifted up gear for a hot second. Again, Hiro again, like just keeping that distance with that line in the sand has yet to be crossed.
Yeah, he's staying optimal in his distances so far. And again, like I said, this matchup is really Alejandro has to take the risk to make the difference here.
And again, sends out the skulls.
Wow.
Oh, here it comes.
That wasn't the type of commitment I was talking about, but at least he committed somewhere. And now it's going to be very dangerous for him to close that.
Like I said, it's just it falls back to a repeat of the last match. The only way that he can actually turn this round around is if he goes for a full power descent, but then that loses him all of his resources.
Yeah.
And again, it was a damned if he does, damned if he doesn't scenario.
This matchup is very incremental, man. Like you take 2 steps forward and then take 1 step back, and then if you utilize all of your resources, that's like taking 1 step forward and then 4 steps back.
Yeah.
All
right, gotta eat that flame pillar, man.
There's really nothing to really put Hiro on his heels so far. He seems really comfortable. Alejandro is the one that's gonna have to do all the work to really change this around. Whoa!
There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I said, get in there, apply that pressure, cut them cards.
Straight in there. Tam-Tam in rage.
All right, manages to get over the skull. Nice. Good insta block there.
Slowly closing
Here we
the
go.
distance here.
And again, like right now, Alejandro for the first time has a commanding life lead.
And now Rage is over for Tam-Tam.
Again, like I said, it becomes a waiting game, unfortunately.
Ooh, no big punish off of that.
Okay.
Just outside of range. Oh, it trades that time.
Just like that.
I don't know why the Rage was not activated. Missed opportunity, but hey, man, Alejandro.
I said again, like,
Yep.
he came back, made it interesting, so I'm gotta give him that credit. But at the same time, still, it boils down to when you have a Tam-Tam, when you have somebody, again, who can control this much of the screen, you have to, again, like you said, you're gonna have to like take that hit, but take the risk and get the reward for it. You know, because again, we've seen it before on a bunch of different streams and a bunch of different exhibitions. Like Genjiro, he can run in there and trade, but he's still gonna be like, you know, fresh enough that he know, like, maybe go for a regular, maybe go for a DP, anything. But you gotta commit to it though. That's the catch of it. That's the like the meat and potatoes of it right there.
Yeah, a Tam-Tam essentially can completely deflate your game plan.
Oh yeah.
And that's quite a feat to do against a Genjiro, where you think about the typical way that a Genjiro player would probably look at their scenario or their matchup is they have a lot of confidence, right?
Oh yeah.
And
why not?
when you're capable of being able to deflate that confidence, you kind of start panicking and start approaching in a really risky way, riskier than you'd like to.
Yep.
And then when the life keeps getting whittled away, then you start then you have to take a huge risk in order to turn it around. And that's pretty much how that game ended up going for Alejandro.
Yeah, I said, and again, it was just one of those things where it comes out and you see it, but unfortunately, again, it did not pay off for him. He wanted to play conservatively, but he just had to end up taking the L. Again, it happens to the best of us, Alejandro. Embrace death, live to fight another day, brother.
Yeah, we're going to go into a few sponsored clips. And, you know, there's a lot of people that support EVO and a lot of opportunities for discounts out there. And here's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
With promo code EVO, get to elevate your game, bro.
Yeah, man. I said again, definitely shout out to Control Chaos, man. Every time that I see one of their designs, it always puts a smile on my face. Case in point, front and center, we got the donut. But if you really want to like elevate the game, go for the official EVO controller, man. Like I said, it's absolutely beautiful, man. Again, like, it's just so sharp, so pretty. And again, just use the promo code EVO, save 10% off of all your orders at Controller Chaos. Beautiful. And again, like I said, definitely shouts to people at DXR Racer giving us our lovely chairs, which is keeping us so comfortable while we do our job. The official chair partner of EVO 2019.
Yeah, man. The only thing I want to blow out my back is a Farsi, not the chair you're sitting in.
There you go, man. Like I said, so again, just simply hit them up right now. 20% off store-wide for U.S. and Canada. Got to get those Region 1 and Region 2 prices, my man. All right. Just simply use the the code EVO 2019.
Shout out to Gaming Generations, too, man. They really help out with a lot of these events. And, you know, sometimes you need somebody to hold you up, and these are the type of people to do that.
You know, like, Gaming Generations to me, like, is one of those things, like, you don't, like, you just take them for granted because, again, they're always around. But if you really stop and think about it, how did the FGC as a whole really exist before them? That's the thing that I find myself questioning nowadays, man. But definitely, shout out to Gaming Generations. They are, like, one of the big cogs in the machine that make all this stuff work.
That's right, man. Somebody's got to tie your shoes if it's not your mom. And now back to one of our other sponsors, Geico Gaming, man.
Yeah. And again, like, these people, like, of all the strange marriages that have come out of the FGC with sponsorships, you would never expect Geico, but Geico, they have been here for years now, and again, they constantly support the FGC. They're constantly, like, again, like you said, pushing us up, keeping us on that, like, not necessarily on a pedestal, but helping us reach that next level, step by step by step.
Supporting safe play.
Exactly.
Stay safe, folks.
And like I said, because it could be bad on the road. Oh, and we got another one right here.
Got a nice little trailer for you folks. Or not.
Nope, the suspense is killing me.
All right, folks. We'll be right back after those sponsors.
Talk to you guys in a quick second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For anybody who's looking at the screen right now, you may have a few questions. The who, it's Afrodynamic and Meta Ave. The where, EVO 2019 Mandalay Bay. The why, the what, and the how, Samurai Shodown. That's what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are back into this. We're going to get into a couple more matches. And from what we can see right now, you can see it too. We have a cosplayer on deck going in with the Ukyo. And again, shout out to again for the simple attention to detail of going with the ponytail instead of the loose hair. Got to give him nods on that one, man. But he's going to be going up against Cali Power Alex Valle himself.
Yeah,
so
man.
The question is, how's he going to play this, man?
You guys can't get enough of Alex Valle, man. Put him back on stream.
Hey, like I said, we got to work on it now. Here's going to be a fun little matchup when it comes to Ukyo going up against Galford.
Yeah.
And because on one hand, he's going to have, depending on how knowledgeable he is of it, if he can do the TK Sabami Gaishi, he can control a lot of that neutral space right in front. At the same time, he's going to have to make full use of the illusion slashes and even the 6K just to again keep that movement going. Or he could run into the plasma.
I knew I recognized him. I thought it was Julian. Yeah, beautiful dude in cosplay. Nice.
Yep.
Another very competent player. So this should be actually a really good matchup here.
Yeah. Okay. Good defense. Go for it.
Oh, doesn't get the punish off of that.
I said again, it's literally just a hair too slow for some reason. Goes no puppy overhead into the other end. The jump in the
backdash there. A little bit of respect in this matchup so far.
Again, like I said, I appreciate the gung-ho attitude, but again, don't eat the plasma blades, bro.
Oh, gets caught off of that backdash with Poppy. All right, beautiful dude's getting putting this in there. Very nice. That slide goes very far.
Oh yeah, and, it is.
Oh, a little too early on the Sabame. And the patience is not paying off for beautiful dude.
Oh, trying to go for the grab, and there's literally nobody home.
Yeah, that dash goes back. The back dash for Galford goes by really far. So that's definitely a scenario where you just get left standing.
All right, so he's going to have to, find his way in.
Already tacked off a little bit of life, able to back up. Wow, looked like he tried to call something out. Beautiful dude in rage. Gonna have to change up this playstyle right now to make something work. Oh, man.
Again, Cali Power is just literally all over this match.
All the doors have been open for Cali Power. He's walking through all of them right now. Despite beautiful dude being enraged, there's not a lot he can do. He might have to
fade away on that.
Oh, he's got a rage. Oh no.
Again, the speed of Cali Power. The jump in, the medium slash into the plasma blade.
And just like that, man, you lose a round and it's like, okay, this is definitely turned into high stakes. Now beautiful dude's really got to turn it around.
Yeah,
this is serious.
Yep.
Change the game plan here possibly.
Yes, it'd be slightly more aggressive, but again, be more aggressive, but be more calculated. That's the word I should be using.
Yeah, and those backdashes have really gotten Alex Valle out of those scenarios where he could have gotten grabbed. And beautiful dude needs to try to address that issue that he's had because he's pretty much down at that life loss so far because of it.
All right, trying to go for that forward kick again.
All right, finally gets a grab on his favorite. Nice.
The knockback, man.
Goes into the log.
And it said it's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
It's still beautiful dude, still having a decent amount of time, whittling down a little bit more life than he had last time. Gets the grab once again.
Right. Again, closer match this still around, but still, he's eating those plasma blades. Again, the double overhead, it's a gamble every time, but still, it is one of his better tools.
And with these matches going down so fast, you got to think, what is beautiful dude going to do to adjust to this match so far? He's have to play very defensively. Not able to mount a lot of offense here. He's gotten off a few throws, but really a strategy that's really going to win him this match has not shown up yet.
Okay, good deflect. And again, I would have gone for the knockback there just so, again, like that.
Right. And something to pay attention there, too. Instead of going for those run grabs, maybe he should go for those run slides because that's been able to shut down a few options. However, it's looking like he's got to do a lot more than just that.
Yeah, again, like I said, even the Sabami right there, point-blank range, doing nothing.
Jumping on the fireballs. He's eating a lot of stuff he doesn't have to.
And again, Cali Powers literally just sat back.
Oh, no weapon flip, no Isen.
You know, I said he wants to whittle him down to make sure that he is sent kill, which is not happening.
Done, man. And just like that, beautiful dude, wonderful Ukyo cosplayer, but still takes the L. And Cali Power looking real strong.
Yeah, man. I said again, experience always wins out. And there are few people who have more of it than Cali Power.
That's right, bro.
But again, like I said, on the benefit of everything else, ladies and gentlemen, at least you got to see a cool Ukyo cosplay, you know. And again, you get to see just how dominant Alex Valle is, because like one of the incredible things that he was doing there, like he didn't really need to be in the air that much, and he wasn't oppressive. He was just, again, he was comfortable downshifting, simply sending out poppies, sending out the plasma blades, and that was doing all the major work for him. That was doing the heavy lifting. He really didn't have to like overexert himself. He didn't have to go crazy with any like no fancy mix-ups or any cross-ups or anything like that. He was able to, again, lock beautiful dude down, keep him where he wanted him to be.
Yeah.
And again, he just had he dictated the pace of that match from pillar to post, beginning to end. No other way around it.
And ultimately, Alex Valle didn't put himself in a compromising position the whole match. He was able to really control most of the spacing, making beautiful dude take a lot of risks and feel really uncomfortable. I mean, like, there was no scenario where really beautiful dude was ever on top in that match.
Yeah. Now, I have to apologize for anybody who sees me, like, slowly, beginning to grin. The reason being is that, like, these are two of my friends from back east right now. So, yeah, I get to look forward to seeing these two go into it. My boy Juju right there, Maestro, Ovaltine. I've been waiting to see like how he plays this game, because like we've been talking about it, but like I have not been able to see any of his matches yet.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, I get to see it on the biggest stage of all. So hopefully, again, like I said, Ovaltine, if you get to hear this or if you see this on Runback, man, yeah, I'm rooting for you. And again, like I said, just simple things, man. And this is where you want to see again another clash of styles, because one of the things that I've noticed in particular when, like you were bringing up earlier, like a slight difference in regions, is that one of the things that I've seen on West Coast players thus far is that there's a little bit more of, not a hesitance, but again, like just a willingness to slow things down to their betterment.
Right.
Like, this way they can like simply sit back, be a little bit more calculating, and control the pace of the match. East Coast guys, particularly when it comes to New York, particularly when it comes to like, Philly, the tri-state and whatnot, tend to be, pretty aggressive. And I just see my girl on screen now, so yeah.
I guess basically what you're saying is they embrace the guerrilla warfare. Right?
Yes, we do. Now, here's the really, really dangerous thing. Now, have not seen Darlie's. You don't really get to see too many Darlies.
Yeah.
But the one thing that people need to be fully aware of is that Darlie becomes exponentially more dangerous when she does not have her weapon. Because again, if you get her there and she goes for the prison break, there are a bunch of people think, okay, well, like, it's not going to reach me because, again, she's got to wind it up. Or, like I said, if I can throw out a quick little slash, that'll knock her out of it. No, that's not how it works, all right? She goes in, she's got armor on it, and God forbid you get hit with a heavy slash version, that's 75% of your life gone. So, again, take no risk, okay?
I definitely feel like Darlie's the kind of character where if you know the matchup, it's difficult for Darlie to surprise you, and here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people don't know that matchup.
Right.
However, once again, we need to point out that a character like Genjiro a lot of times doesn't need to really have any expertise knowledge in certain matchups. He just kind of does what he does.
Right.
And that's really what Maestro's going to have to work against in this matchup.
And when it comes to Darlie, she is what I like to call like a beautiful contradiction with this game.
Yeah.
Because again, a lot of her mix-ups, they like connect off things you wouldn't necessarily expect.
Whoa, yeah.
Jesus.
It's that fast, man. Yeah, command grab. Yeah.
And the drop.
Yeah, this is really aware of a lot of options that Genjiro has. You saw him utilizing the overhead stand kick and the cross-up Rekkas. And those are things that you really do have to implement when you're able to close the distance, especially against a character like Darlie, because you can really get in her face, and that's part of the problem in this matchup. Is what is deterring Genjiro from doing stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like doing raw ADPs.
That's a bad opportunity there. Again, one of the better dash normals in the game for me is Darlie's no drop kick.
Yeah. Nice punish off the EVO, point blank. Genjiro now enraged. Nice block of the overhead, no punish.
Good jumping. Careful now. Gotta hold that. So again, like, here's the weird thing. Like, he actually could have clutched that one out if he'd gone for the other grab. So it may have been like, an input error on him because Darlie, she has 2 command grabs, one where she goes for the wrench and the other one she gets you right there and goes for the drill.
Yeah.
And the drill, obviously, again, like I said, it's just pure command grab. It's got to be close range. You can combo into the wrench though, and that's like one of the big things that like people have to be fully aware of.
Look at that, man. You really see that Dizzy's really aware of the risk reward here. He's just going for those DPs and not really worrying about it too much. And what Maestro has to do is really capitalize on the situation afterwards when he does manage to get those punishes. Possible rage? No. Okay, he's going to eat this one.
Again, there knocks the rub.
Still picked it up. I don't think that was a bad option. He really did need to pick that sword back up.
Because there's no way Dizzy was going to allow him to go for the break.
Yeah, him having that sword is going to allow him to do that rage explosion he just had.
Oh, Dizzy. Oh, my brother. Why? Maestro. Oh, Juju. That was a heartbreaker right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Oh, man. And now I said he's,
medium slash.
And now he's got to fight with no resource now.
Yeah, this is tough, man.
So this is definitely a bad
nice block, but still goes into that, cancels it. There's always something going on with the Genjiro player or Genjiro character. You can always do something, and that's part of the problem of why he becomes so oppressive, because you think too much. And Genjiro doesn't really have to think much at all.
No.
Just goes into the way that he plays. He's able to control a lot of this match. Oh, that's a punish, baby.
There's going to be some serious damage, but again, is it going to be enough to turn the tides?
I mean, that's potential.
Right there,
potential to take this match right here. Whoa, not able to punish that. A little too far.
And again, another missed command grab. Huge opportunity. Was actually able to get the Super Secret move out in a tournament match. So again, big props to that one.
Yeah.
Like I said, again, Juju just like there. Missed opportunities, misjudgment of a couple of things.
Yeah.
But like I said, I give him credit. Put my girl on screen right now, so I'm happy with that. But again, definitely shout outs to Dizzy right there. Just pure, you wouldn't guess it by the way that he was playing. But again, you see Dizzy, pure, calm, collective, straightforward focus, professional even, if you could say. You get him on the screen, get him on the sticks, and again, that Genjiro is literally all over the board. Anything that you need to see, like say, he's going to be ready for it. He's going to have that answer for you.
Yeah, and technically, Genjiro in that matchup, he really can get pretty wild.
Oh, yeah.
And that's part of the issue of when you start playing against these characters. I feel like the further we get into the pools or into the tournament, you're going to see hard counters with possibly a character. And then you go deeper into that, it's not even really a hard counter as much as it is just to level the playing field.
Right.
Because it really isn't a situation where Genjiro is overtaken by anything dramatic.
Yeah, he's never hard pressed for anything in this game. So now it just simply becomes a matter of paying attention, because again, now for all the information that you have, because Genjiro is he's kind of become that upper echelon character. Because of all of that, now it falls to the community to again really start studying what he has to work against. This way, again, like I said, know your enemy, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the tenets of Bushido. So here we are. We're playing a game that's centered around Samurai and Shura. Yeah. Know your enemy. You got to be able to, again, know what they have at the ready there, again. Because if you're just running in there and you're doing it just because you want to play against a character, that's all fine and good. But don't be upset with anybody if you get surprised and you end up eating a 60% combo.
Right.
And again, Tail is old as time right now with these characters.
We're going right into it, baby.
Good stab here.
No recoil council. Okay.
And the double cross up. Nice.
Already raging. He's got him in the corner. This is a dangerous spot for Hal. Wow, he goes for the cross up again. See, now you're playing a guy that's willing to do stuff like this. He becomes dangerous and lands a far hard slash. Wow, the DP, this man does not care.
Too. I said, this is, again, a barn burner, we call him right now, man.
Now, honestly, this is a situation that Hamaru can kind of, to a certain extent, relax a Genjuro player, especially when he's in rage. But he's not. Nice block, and he goes, wow. I don't even know how that worked. Okay.
Oh, and he caught him with the down, with the fall.
Still really close. One hit. Oh! Why not? Why not? I don't know if you're going to actually touch me. I'll just input that DP, man.
And again, man gets his little sip of the sake, tosses his plate. Good neutral stab to start up. And a good jump in there.
He starts off with rage himself. Jeez. Wow. Okay, recoil cancel. Okay, finally blocks it correctly that time.
There we go. Nice defense there, man. Got the good read on it. Trying to go for the sweep.
I'd like to see more attempts at a running punch here from Random.
There we go. Make it count.
Oh, man, dude, you could tell he was working to try to get that input out, and he just got it a little too late. You know, it's crazy because he was right underneath Genjuro, so that those inputs, he probably didn't feel confidence in them.
Yeah, that again, like I said, I give him the points for making the attempt there, man. That's
gonna work. Yeah, that's definitely gonna work. Ooh, this is tight. Nah, I would stay away. Oh, there it is. Very nice.
At the end, you know what? Fire through him. I can appreciate that. He had the opportunity, and he felt says, you know what? Like I said, I might be able to actually survive, but he took that L right there.
A lot of action.
He went for the grab, man.
A lot of action so far in this match.
Nobody home for the DP.
Nice punish there. Goes into the recoil. Okay, that's gonna pay big.
Yeah, man. That's what I like to see.
Could have had a bigger punish off of that, but it all counts. All the little things counts here, man. Oh, he's trying to go in for that grab. Trying to get that weapon flip. Ooh, nice hesitation there. Actually works out in his favor.
Ooh, whoa.
Oh, exposed himself. Ooh, chops him in half.
All right, again, like I said, I'm not going to lie. My eyes bugged out a little bit too there. Jeez.
Here's the thing, man. I really think if he incorporated that running punch with Hal, I think this would totally change around this matchup.
Definitely. Like I say, it would tilt the sails in his favor because, again, it's one of the slept on offensive tools that Hamaru has. Because again, it's just such a straightforward, simple attack.
Well, it's non-deflectable, and it really sets up the rest of his offense, especially when he's in weapon flip. In rage, sorry. Nice punish there. Oh, block. Oh, no.
Oh,
what?
Man, just dance all over him.
Oh, big punish here.
All right.
Oh, man, I got to start expecting it, but he blocks it right. Okay. Fire through him cannot be that risky anymore. Random High Five has been calling out those cross-up Rekkas.
All right, goes to the full DP on that one. And the sweep.
Random normal into weapon flip. Should do it.
Neutral.
No weapon flip. Yo, man, you got to be kicking yourself for that one. No punish.
Yeah, wow. I think he may have just been like, oh.
Yeah, he got him that time.
Just on it right there.
I mean, he could have reversed DP to really guarantee some type of hit off of that, but because he didn't get that punish, he reset into that scenario where he was able to get that weapon flip.
Right, there we go. Like I said, get that run punch in, man.
Oh, I'd like to see it there.
Oh, just goes to the crossover, but no follows through.
Oh, he didn't cancel that far C.
Oh, make it count. That's the stuff, man. Oh, man, just go for the senpu. And again, he really wants to, like I said, control that. Bait him out, man.
Random High Five looking a lot more confident in this. Ooh, whips right in front of his face. Wow, nice challenge.
Stuffs the Rekka. Just, back that up.
That's a first. Wow, dude. Okay, confidence at a sky high for Random High Five.
He should.
A wake up DP, which could have been so detrimental, and still converts it.
Wow. And again, like I said, I hope everybody there was taking notes. Like you saw how again the Rekka got stuffed right there. Just again, line in the sand, back him off.
You know
Not
what?
having it.
Don't try that at home, folks, because that only works 2 out of 10 times. But it worked in that matchup. Very good.
goes to the simple right open there, man.
Oh, man. Looks like he tried to attempt a shimmy of sorts.
All right. Good, run into the DP.
Fire through him. Looking like he's getting his gimmicks called out a little bit here. Maybe a little bit on his heels. Nice block again. Ooh. Fire through him. Out of tricks, possibly? Oh, man. He is looking tilted.
Again, he forgot he was in rage, man. You got to block all of it.
Oh, no, man. Recovers too fast for that type of punish.
All right, nice switches there. Go for the sweep.
No.
What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
Random high five. Got a little too patient so far, but he connects. Nice.
Deep.
That didn't even punish. I mean, that didn't even combo.
Dude, like I said, deep. Jumping right there, man. Goes to that full radius.
Ooh, big punish. Oh, no, dude.
Timing was off. You should have gone for it. Should have started it while he was still in the air.
Man, I respect the attempt.
All right, let's jump away.
But high five still up 1 round and in rage as we speak. Hamaru's super dangerous. I'm surprised he didn't go for weapon flip cancel there. That's the thing too, man.
I think he may be second guessing the distance on it right now.
I mean, I know at least. Oh, wow.
Like I said again, that was literally life flashing before your eyes moment right there.
Yeah.
A second later, and that could have been a completely different match.
All right, here we go, baby. Match point. Both got all their resources on deck. Hamaru getting really close to getting into rage.
Here we go.
Oh,
eats
it
to the punish,
handful there.
Oh, DP as well.
Late, possibly not even a cancel DP there. No weapon flip.
On, yo,
man,
high five.
That is killing me.
Well, high five. Come on, man. So you're there. You got the moment. Right, goes into
man,
it.
could have had a punish, but then goes right into that rage.
Right, goes for it.
You know what? And it's not going to do a lot of damage because he's not even at full rage before this.
He let it burn.
It's scaled. Oh, actually, that's pretty good. I'll take that.
Now, the question is,
all right, nice.
Danger zone time.
Nullifying a lot of options himself. If he gets grabbed, it's over. He can't rage out of that. Whoa, what a risk.
Oh.
Wow. Was that a backdash punish?
Yes, it was.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
It couldn't have gotten closer than that, man. Wow. Wow.
Oh, man. All right, so yeah, my heart rate jumps up a little bit, and we're still in this.
That was a magnificent match.
Again,
down to the wire.
Dude, like I said, that was high drama, high intensity. That was, again, that was your knife cutting through butter right there. Unbelievable stuff. Just, again, missed opportunities, 2 missed secrets, punishes galore, just raw damage everywhere.
It's also another thing that we saw in that last matchup is that when you don't have a certain aspect or a certain option that you use that your character is well known for, like the running punch, you saw it rarely in that match. It kind of you see how far back you have to step into a scenario where you're not in a lot of what's it called? Optional options to be able to beat somebody. And I have to say that if he had used that in that match, I feel like it would have been a lot more lopsided in Hamaru's way.
Definitely, because again, he would have stymied all of the offense, simply to the fact that, again, number one, after you get hit, you do get a surprising amount of recovery off of that. But again, like I said, that's only if you get hit. Afterwards, again, Hamaru, he's there. He's got both hands on the swords ready. So again, he's not necessarily going to combo into anything off of the dash punch, but he's going to be ready. He has the opportunity to get something else out.
And what a bummer it was too to see those super punishes not really connect, man. Just a slight frame too late.
Those would have been complete game changers, right?
Oh, absolutely. The amount of damage that would have done. And you got to think how much that deflates you.
Oh,
I was like, dude, that was game right there.
And again, I said, and it's here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I know that it may sound like we're speaking hyperbole right now, but again, we're not joking. Had either of those super secrets actually hit, that would have been the match right there. Because again, like I said, you take, depending on whether or not they're counter, depending on like how much rage you got, like that's going to be like 80% raw right there, man.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, got a Yoshi on deck now.
Strong character, 2 strong characters.
Mm-hmm.
NYC Brandon. NYCZ Brandon.
All right, now here's the thing. No, one of the things that like in the very beginning, and I'm glad I've seen a lot of people veer away from this bad habit. When it comes to Yoshitoro, so many people are just so up on trying to get that 7th sword.
Oh.
You know, but like thankfully now, a lot of the community, they've kind of wisened up and they say, you know what? Space yourself out, and if you got the opportunity, go for the punish, and then you'll have it available.
Right. So
right
far,
now.
Q is doing a really good job here containing this.
I say again, that's no game. Like, just let it be known here, folks. You know, more weapons don't necessarily guarantee victory. Again, here he goes to the drop and the dunk, and the weapon flip right in front there. It's going to be a mile and a half to try and get this. Oh, gets the hurl. Can he backstep close?
Honestly, doesn't even really need to go for that. Yeah. So far ahead that at that point, why even risk picking it up?
Again, I do not speak the language, but I have to imagine a great deal of trash talk right there. All right, tries to go for the famous jump in. Good deep cross in there.
Wow, in the face fireball.
Yeah,
wow.
Oh, yo, with the dash in, man.
Only few people get that off.
And now he said, what I need to see, like, you know, from Brandon right now is like, I'm going to need to see a little bit more offense. He's like, he's got, you know, Yoshitoro has got one of the most robust move lists in the game.
Definitely.
Really
good jump, too.
And again, like I said, there are options that come with it. But again, I need to see that, man. I need to see it in action.
Yeah, I'd like to see it like that. Challenge Charlotte with some jump-ins until he proves to him that he can actually answer him properly.
Oh, wow. Again, it was bad call. Hit the wrong Nadesco. Oh, and the overhead. Just sit down.
Keep doing a good job. Very good job.
All right, so, you know, Brandon, no. Man, just pull it off. But, again, like I said, I need to see a little bit more offense there, man. I said, going up against Charlotte, like, this is one of the characters, again, like, Charlotte, just on the dane of her play style, she's going to control the pace of the match, period. All right, and again, like, you see it right there, that deep jumping that crosses up. Okay, nice dash.
Charlotte very much in the space. Very good mix of offense and defense.
And, you know, javelin option right there, dang that.
It's definitely a great strength of Charlotte, the angles that she can attack at.
Yep. And again, right now, Q just running away with this. Oh, and Brandon, like I say, like, I can see it right now. Brandon,
he's looking
like,
agitated, bro.
Exactly. Again, like, there's too much self-doubt going on in Brandon's gameplay right now. There you go. Like I said, you know, use your options, man. You know, use the low one. And again, like, don't be afraid. Like I said, if you manage to get it, like, you know, Yoshi's one of the few characters that gets, like, you know, multi-hit on pretty much a majority of his normals.
Yeah.
Combo into them things, baby. Doesn't matter what it is. Let it be a Peony. Let it be a Nadesco. Like I said, just, you know, let it be a DP. Anything. Just get that damage up.
There's a lot of work off of that overhead. Wow.
Straight up, man.
Yoshitoro in rage. Gonna try to close in. Pop that off. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Ooh, bad punish. Wow, interesting.
You know, like I said, and I would assume that this is going to be like, you know, Sancho 101, but if your opponent is jumping in, you know, is jumping in, try not to punish with a sweep.
Right.
You know? Oh, right there.
Well, and that's how that match goes. 2-0.
Drop with even the dramatic finish as well.
Yeah, man. Charlotte, very much like Tam-Tam, they have the ability to really have to force you to work for that damage and for that win. And if you're not prepared for that pace of a match,
again,
you get gas, man. You get gas.
Again, like I said, you saw it right there. Brandon was, again, just completely, he was in his own head. He wasn't sure of himself anymore because, again, like I said, he immediately lost his footing. The second that Charlotte decides that she's going to run the dictation of the match, you're out of it. And again, it falls on you to really, really, again, pick yourself back up and you're, I got to come up with something. I have to have an answer to this. I can't let her know, keep jumping in on me. I can't let her keep poking me with the overhead. I can't let her just keep sweeping me up. You've got to have an answer for what she does.
I wonder, honestly, how much of it is a lack of matchup experience as opposed to, like, just not playing well.
Right.
You know, like, I don't know. You see a lot of Yoshitoras, you see a lot of Genjiros, but I don't know how many of these people have been able to play against really solid Charlottes or Tam-Tam.
Good point.
Even though they are considered to be very good. How many good players that are playing those characters have you played? Because that's different, man. It's like I played a Genjiro, like a mid-tier level Genjiro, but have you played a good one?
Right.
You know, because you think already these characters are oppressive, and then you play somebody who's really good with that character.
Yeah, somebody again who just like is like literally they're firing on all 6 cylinders, and the second that you get that sign off, the second that they'll basically the second they get the green light, that's it. They're gonna run through. They're planning to steamroll that match.
I actually recognize this dude. He's a Japanese player. I think he came out to play Mark of the Wolves with Gibby Manchester out at the Goon Suite.
Okay, nice.
So, but I'm not familiar with his name.
Okay.
But definitely a good player. I don't recognize the others.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I said again, Goon Suite kept me up last night, so. Oh man, but again.
Getting ready for this button check. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I say it's better do it now, and like I said, not have the not to be able to fall back on the excuse as my buttons weren't ready. Like there's a reason why we've been every game now is implemented to the point where again, yeah, dude, check your buttons before you get into the match.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Like I said, there's representation internationally for this game.
And again, another interesting matchup we haven't seen on stream. At least I don't think we've seen on stream yet. Where it's going to be Ukyo going up against Tam-Tam. Curious.
Another thing we haven't seen a lot of is a lot of challenges with deflects. Like, I don't see really people committed to that type of stuff. And I feel like it's such a big thing in this game because when people bully you, that's a good way to make them think twice about pressing a button. And that's how I feel like this matchup will end up being. If you can convince the Tam-Tam player that you got a bead on what they're going to press,
right? It's
going to allow you the opening to close the distance with Ukyo.
All right, so again, we're locking it in right now, ladies and gentlemen. Before Temple Gate. Cool. Again, so here we are locking in. We're going in for it right now. Ukyo Tachibana going up against Tam-Tam. Again, it's one of the things you're going to need to see. You're going to need to see Ukyo, again, like I said, be wise in terms of like his spacing and his movement.
And that's what I was talking about, man. He opened up with a deflect right off the bat because knowing the psychology of these Tam-Tam players, they like to press buttons, dude, because they have good buttons.
Yeah, they do. All right, again, good use of the slide. Covering himself with a fadeaway, Sabana Dash. But again, got to take that six. Oh, man. Damn.
I like how he's using that slide to close in the distance.
Good TK on that Baishi, man.
One of the more confident Ukyo players I've seen so far.
Jose.
Cancels into the regular okay. Dangerous situation there, and when you're just too patient in this game, you get caught by that. And I can tell that perhaps Aru was probably patiently waiting because he felt Tam-Tam was trying to respect the Tsubame mix-up, right? But then when you just sit there, sometimes the simplest option you're most susceptible to, and that's run grab.
Trying to go for the weapons break on the one nice. But again, you still have to remember, like I said, it's only going to evade the first hit.
Aru right in his face, though. Been able to maintain distance so far. Nice punish with the Tsubame. All right, definitely starting to get started here.
And tossing them apples out, man. Don't waste the fruit. There you go.
No rage, holding on to it. No need. Ahead on
go
the
tomorrow
match.
here. He has the ability. Again, like more or less like I said, no, calm down. Because again, with that type of a life lead, unless somebody goes for a rage burst, you really don't have to worry that much.
Yeah. And considering this, Aru has been really effective at closing the distance. He's been on top of Tam-Tam majority of the last round. Nice punish there, too.
Walk into that one, man. Trying to go for it. Trying to go sweep. Decent trade.
Moses also making it a little bit easier for Aru to close the distance as well because he keeps coming up. He really doesn't have to. Oh, nice cross up there.
Right into it. Might as well have comboed at that point.
Yeah, here we go, man. He's running the gamut of options with Ukyo. Definitely in his head at this point. Yeah. Yeah, at that point, he could have done whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And Aru is feeling really confident with this match.
And right now, EX Moses looking like he's a little bit stunned right now, but not taken out of the game just yet.
Yeah, man, you got to use the best tools that your characters have, and he needs to keep that character away. So I don't know about him committing so much of coming forward to meet with Ukyo is a good option there.
Oof, all right, that was a nice sweep. Sends out the skulls. And again, remember, there are 3 skulls, and most people, everyone goes in on.
Very effective with that slide, closing in the distance and getting punishes. Woo, nice option there.
Man, the fadeaway Tsubame, man.
Probably the most confident Ukyo I've seen today.
And again, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. Tsubame does reflect projectiles.
Aru not having to commit, but still gets the run slide. EX Moses, this is when it's tough, man, when you have to come forward as a Tam-Tam player. Ooh, runs into that. Here we go,
break.
Moses. This is your opportunity. What?
Again, you got the damage off, man, but like that, not the smartest decision.
Whoa!
And shuts down the super special, man.
Ooh, Moses. That was a prayer that worked out for him.
Alright, goes the drop. Tries to go for the crossover again. He's too far away.
Good buttons there. Punish. Yep.
Sends out the apple. Try to get that. Try to feint him out. There you go.
And on top of him, so much the whole round.
All right, goes to the windmill. Nice. Get that breakdancing in.
Yeah, like I said again, this is tough, man. When Moses has to commit to coming forward and closing the range for Ukyo, that's what Ukyo wants. Ukyo's game plan is really right about that spot where he is right now. That's perfect spacing for him. That's not gonna work. Oh, it sticks up too long. This could change everything.
All right, goes for it. Hits him with the windmill.
Boy, Aru, you have made a mistake. Oh no, you pay costly,
and
dude.
Moses, and again, turns things around, manages to connect with the weapon flip, and again, from right there, that's what got him back in the game.
Yeah, man, it's just certain mistakes you cannot make as Ukyo. And those were big. You got weapon flipped. You had a long, that laggy normal you stuck out that was able to get punished. Yikes, yikes. Oh man, we're going back to the button config right here. Potential screw up from Aru, possibly. Is he on the rage right now? Is that what he's on?
Hopefully,
I don't know, but
whatever decision was made.
You got to eat that loss, though, Aru.
Yeah, man. Like I said, that's still going to be a 1-1 scenario for you, man. So again, EX Moses tying it up right now. And again, we're going into, it's ironic. They're on the big stage now, and they're taking it to the stage in the game.
Yeah.
And I honestly still, I believe, I can say like the Kabuki stage is my favorite one in the game. Just for the simple fact that, again, the crowd responds all the time. All right, gets to know the breakdance sweep. Again, like I said, hitting him with the crush groove all over now.
Wow, Moses aggressive at the beginning of this round.
Again, like I said, he realizes like where his wheelhouse is, so now he knows what to do.
Well, that was a crazy exchange that worked out for Moses. Ooh, man, Aru is dealing with a massive life deficit. Honestly, Moses just could hang back and try to take this match.
I said, just make it count. It's in your favor now, brother. Don't get crazy. Don't get cocky. Don't do anything overbearing. Here you go.
possible massive deflation of Aru taking that last loss.
I said just hit him with that spin. Right, beautiful instant block. Immediate to start the match.
Woo, boy.
All right, I'll take that. Quick two-piece.
Oh,
nice
no.
Back step.
What was that? This is not looking good. He still has rage options here. Oh, no, that's bad. Yeah, he has to go to that option. Wow, and he's going to eat that. That's game. Wow, and Aru defeated by EX Moses. It's so crazy because Aru felt like he was in such control in a lot of that match and then just fell to pieces towards the end.
Again, like I said, though, this is where the real drama and like the real high intention comes from this game. You have that moment where, again, it could be everything is, coming up you, basically. And then all it takes is like that one whiff, that one, like you said, that one laggy button. And that completely changed the entire mindset of the match.
Yeah, I definitely think this was a mental thing as opposed to having a bad strategy, because I feel like the pieces starting to crumble towards the end of that. Because honestly, Aru had that one.
Yeah, he did.
He had that one.
Like I said, he was in complete control of it.
Yeah.
And it just ended up, and like the worst part about it is that it just ended up being like a directional issue, because if he had gone for like just the low kick instead of trying to go for the sweep, I believe, what is it, the 3K?
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been out there. He wouldn't have been left open. And again, just because of that simple decision, the entirety of the match was completely changed. The landscape went completely all over the place.
Yeah, and I have to say how much that button config mess up happened. But anyways, folks, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back with some more Sam Show action, folks, so stick around.
For us to bring in Gaming Gen, a professional company that specializes in, logistics, equipment, that was the perfect partnership that we could have had. And without them, we could not have pulled off a 3-day, 2,000-person tournament at all.
We had more than enough equipment. We had people on site not only to bring it in, set it up, but also to take care of it the entire weekend, make sure everything was updated and running perfectly, and then take it out at the end of the weekend.
The Gaming Generations team is always there with ideas to make our events better. Branding is a big thing.
I mean, when you have backdrops like this, when you have banners,
people want to go to these events and have something to take home with them. They're already investing a lot of money to travel out to them, but when they can go and find little trinkets.
Everybody's like in line at the booth because they want to get the shirt before the event.
The apparel, it's so great that they can handle all of that.
Gaming Gen is just such an essential part of every major tournament.
I just don't know how anybody does it without a company like Gaming Generations coming through.
Confessions of a Cup Noodles lover.
When Cup Noodles teams up my glasses, I pretend I'm stranded in a snowstorm and no one can find me.
The one, the only, the original Nissan Cup Noodles.
I'm just warming up.
I'm the GOAT. latest smartphone without the hassle of a contract. It's simple. You can get the new Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus on a light and fast nationwide network. Simple Mobile. Out with the old, in with the simple.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another installment of Samurai Shodown at EVO 2019.
Excellent, man. I've been hearing it's pretty brutal here this afternoon. This is my first block of Samurai Shodown commentary, and the stuff I've seen so far has been pretty nice.
Well, Hot Pockets, I have to say, you're a good buddy of mine, and it's a pleasure to have you on this commentary with me, man.
I'm happy to finally be next to you, because I see you putting in work out here, man, like spreading your wings, working with other people. I'm not jealous whatsoever. You are your own man. You're a grown human being. You're allowed to commentate with whoever you want to commentate with, but I'm still honored that you choose to commentate with me here at EVO 2019.
And you say that, and yet you've constantly been working with other people.
Look, man.
Hey, man, I didn't bring this up. You're the one that brought this up.
I'm a free spirit, dude. That was you knew what this was when we got into it.
Speaking of free spirits, we got a few up on deck.
Yeah.
Ready to play some Sam Show spirits, bro.
Sam spirits?
Sam spirits.
Man, these guys are coming out of the woodworks. Like, I was talking to someone earlier on today about what I like the most about what's happening with Samurai Shodown is that I am seeing so many faces that I just don't recognize. You know, I'm seeing plenty that I do, but I'm just seeing people that, like, I don't even see you at tournaments ever, right?
I think what you're talking about is a goon suite when all these people who wanted you to go up to the room, and I was like, I don't know you. I don't know your face. But yes, and it's been really interesting to see some of these people who we don't know, we don't recognize them, and they're really good.
Extremely good, yeah. They have the fundamentals, they have the patience, they have that instinct to play Sam Show. And we also got a Darlie up here, but this might be a button check as well, so let's not get our hopes up here.
Yeah, don't get played, man. I got played so many times. I'm like, oh, what do we got here? A Kyoshiro player. Kyo player.
Kyo player.
I can't even say the characters.
Kyoshiro, man. Dude, so this was my first time playing on EVO on stream. This is the first EVO on stream, and I was playing against Eita. I bet you that must have been educational. Let's put it that way. But Eita asked me if I wanted to do a button check, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, right? And I assumed he meant like configuration to make sure that it's corresponding correctly. Like, no, he wanted to go through an actual like match type situation, and I'm like, this is so long.
Taking my buzz, bro.
Like dude, buzz. I hit him with an E-sit and everything, then he paused it. I'm like, oh, you
were like, I think this is real.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Nah, that was a good game, though. Oh, he's actually going to stick with Darlie Dagger. All right.
You know, I was actually talking about this same exact matchup with Afro, and I feel like it all depends on if this person knows the Darlie matchup.
Oh, for sure.
Because I definitely think this is in Genjiro's favor.
Well, we saw a lot of Darlie gimmicks last night at the Goon Suite, where if you don't know what she can do, especially unarmed, you're going to get slept.
Yeah, and it's tough because Darlie at the same time has to pretty much play at a lot of optimal distances that are for Genjiro, like Genjiro's optimal distance.
Right, yeah, but she's a lot slower. Ooh, that's definitely a punish on opportunity.
Yes. You know what, man? I like seeing that because you got to see if this person can deal with that. And in neutral, Darlie doesn't have a lot of options to combat that.
No. Oh,
nice
man.
punish.
Oh, he ended up catching a button, actually.
Wow. Dude, that was like into the future, bro. Like, he saw that happening.
I mean, I think he saw that, like, Alexer had been dashing forward.
That didn't even combo.
Yeah, I think he just shook random questions, shook himself up a little bit there. He got hit by the first one, probably expected the follow-ups to hit immediately afterwards, and they never came, and he just wasn't quick enough to hit back.
Nice.
Yukijin.
Now controlling that spacing, trying to keep him in the corner. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing random questions really do anything to scare Alexar off of doing anything from his optimal distance.
And on top of that, Alex hasn't really done much to, I would say, really control the match necessarily.
He's kind of reacting, right?
Very like, in other words, like gimmicky stuff has been really working well here, and random question hasn't deterred that at all. Nice punish.
And I wonder if that's a lack of knowledge or just a little bit tournament nerves, especially on the stage. And we finally see, ooh,
wow.
He had been looking for that for quite a while. Jesus.
And that's all it takes to deflate a situation.
Oki Zeme, universal overhead.
Whoa!
Wow,
Rage
bro.
explosion right into Isen. Didn't even wait.
Bruh. You know what? This is that kind of game where that might actually work, though. Because like after a couple of months of seeing Eason situations, the last thing you expect is rage immediate Eason.
Well, what I saw too is I saw a lot of people reacting to certain normals and they just could not punish it because they're just slightly outside before the Eason connects. And I saw them hurt because of that. So I've seen both. I've seen both sides of the spectrum.
Well, hopefully Random Questions can hold on to his marbles a little bit tighter this time.
These risky buttons though.
So they're trying to play that, that commercial Sam show where you just do chunks all the time. They're not playing that solid Sam show. Oh my God! I can't complain though. I've definitely got hit by that 8 times a day.
That was from downtown though. Woo! Darlie in full-on rage. Nice.
Man, they are just slobber knocking. Wow.
Oh man, I like to see this Darlie go in for that rage. Oh
man, that is not safe. And Random Questions just not blocking low except against mids apparently. Nice, there we go. Ooh! Now, I would have liked to have seen him do maybe a kick or a sweep after that because he wouldn't be in any danger of getting deflected.
Right.
And he would get a knockdown and, it would have been great. But he went for a crouching mid, I think, and might have tried to mash out a recoil cancel.
Finally connects that, but again, the DP will take all their air out of these situations.
Yep.
No recoil cancel. Whoa, an overhead block. Next point is DP. Yikes, this is getting crazy.
Yeah, what an exchange that was, I just looking to go for universal overhead on block, right?
Wow, then Alex just backed up forever.
What? Jesus
This
Christ.
is wild.
Yeah, these guys definitely don't want to play much longer than this. They want this to be over.
Yeah, also, what is a card? I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to go downtown Rekka.
Hey,
look at him.
It's working.
He's spacing it, dude. He's like, I'm about to Rekka from downtown, baby. Oh, dude.
He held forward. He actually wanted to do it.
That was a missed input.
There
Rekka
it is.
from downtown, baby. It works.
He's got one more in him.
He's like, I'm about to neutral jump this, baby.
Hey! Poor old Darlie Dagger.
Ooh, split in half.
Now, I wonder if these guys actually are thinking about what just transpired. Like, did they learn anything from that situation? I think there was a lot of just, Unga brain going on there.
You know what he learned, especially the Genjutsu player, is what he thinks doesn't work seems to work a lot. And you know what? Me as a Genjutsu player also is like, you know what? This is way too gimmicky. I'm not going to do this to anybody.
You're not going to reward this behavior?
Yeah, but then I lower the brain levels, and I'm like, let me just go for it. And then it works, and you're like, genius.
Yeah, you're a guy that you like playing Andy Bogart in KOF, right?
Right.
That requires a little more finesse in your approach.
Tact.
And you're over here playing Genjuro, and it took you a minute to be like, wait, this stuff might actually work, but I have to not think about it.
Yeah, man. It's just like a lot of famous martial artists have said, that if you use your brain, you already take yourself out of the situation. You need to be in the moment. And I feel like this game is the most in the moment game.
It is entirely, man. Like sometimes you just don't get anywhere overthinking your approach.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to commit to Rage Buzzsaw.
I mean, dude, that's how it worked for you, right?
Yeah,
I feel like that's definitely how you're able to advance out of your pool, and you gotta recognize that, dude. It's like you said I play Andy Bogart, dude. In KOF, you play somebody that a lot of people don't play, Nelson.
Nelson, right?
And that character is again, why second guess? Oh, this is not really safe. But then people don't know how to block it. You know?
Man, I just can't because I can't give them the chance to learn that it's not safe.
That's right, man.
And that's what Alex R was doing. He was not giving Random Questions an opportunity to learn that what he was doing was not real.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask you this question.
What's up?
Right? Okay. Day one tier lists. Were they accurate? Were they in hindsight? I mean, bro, have we seen a Kyoshiro?
I mean, we saw like 18 of them.
Did we see a Kyoshiro?
Today?
I haven't seen one.
I have not seen one since...
The word got out. The word got out.
It was effective. It was effective,
the word got
but
out.
was it real? Now, in terms of if that... let's say like the S and A tier.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the one that switched the most over time. But week one was like, oh, these guys are solid, always going to be top. Always going to be top. All of a sudden, not so much anymore.
Yeah, dude, they saw the downtown Rekka and they were like, S.
S tier.
S.
You can't react to that. No, it's real, man. Like, people definitely were like, they're just not going to react to Genjuro Rekkas. And they were right. Because it's still only, it's like month 2? Feels like it's been week 1 for 2 months.
1.5
yeah,
or
right.
whatever it is.
Like I was talking to someone else that said, yeah, Samsho has basically been in a week 1 situation for 2 months.
Yeah, and then the weird thing happens when you've only got a month till EVO is people really hunker down on their strats. You know, it's like, I don't want to get too risky on trying stuff out.
That's another thing, man. Like those strats that we keep seeing put out on Twitter and whatnot, like those quote-unquote Okizeme setups. Not seeing any of that here this weekend. Mostly just seeing straight-up raw play like we expected to see in Samsho this early on into its lifespan, possibly even into the future. Because I'm not saying that it was bad, but when you're out there and you realize, like, oh, man, he may not just wake up neutral or neutral get-up, then my unblockable setup is useless now. I actually have to think on my feet. It goes out the window.
Right, man. And there's a lot of players that are really good at this game that I need to see collide. You know,
Yeah.
I saw Alex Valle a few times. I saw Reynolds in the morning. I saw a few Japanese players play really well. And I need to see that. That's why, dude, I'm so excited for the quarters and the,
man.
the semis. Woo, boy.
So we say it every year. The best time to watch a tournament is during the semis, quarters, because that's where people start feeling the crunch, but they're still loose enough to do something crazy, you know? Especially in the winner's side. In the loser's side, you see people play a little more close to the heart because they're like, oh man, I actually got somewhere. And I kind of want to hold on to this, this feeling of triumph I have right now.
Well, this collision that's going to happen, it's going to really shape the future of this game, right? Because there's a lot of different philosophies as to how to play this game right now.
Yeah.
And you're going to see the opportunity to be able to really flesh that out in this game to where we're going to have a solid ground for the next few months as to how Samurai Shodown is going to get played, what characters are really solidified their position, and maybe where to take some risks in selecting your characters from now on.
Well, the other thing is, like, Samsho is a very player-centric game, I feel.
Yeah.
You know, you can definitely pick the best character, but can you play them the way that they need to be played to win, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And J-Rock just ate a battle Farsi.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? He definitely had the punish on that vanish, and he whipped the DP.
Look at this, dude. He's mashing on that life.
Yeah, because he knows that he ain't going to deflect it.
All right, backing him up into the
He's
corner.
like, go ahead and try to do.
Ooh, gets right out and resets him in the air.
Uli.
J-Rock back in the
trouble.
game. Uli's got
my
Razor.
God.
Whoa, I don't know what. Whoa,
That
this
was-
is the craziness. Overhead, no cancel, though. That would have been huge.
That was on the second hit, too. He definitely wasn't ready for that. You got it. I imagine most Genjiros just throw out the kick and are already pumping Rekka anyway.
I definitely do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now. You know why? Because people aren't going to block you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For some reason, we think there's a low involved.
Go low after the first hit.
Yeah, right.
There we go. Downtown, baby. It works.
That is.
Uli, you know what's up.
That's just absolutely egregious.
That's matchup experience, brother. That's what that is.
Oh, Plasma Blade from that close, I would definitely jump all over that. Hey! Tried to backdash that? I think he was doing the triple tap.
All right, slowing down the gameplay a little bit here.
Whoa! Nah, you can't do that.
He lost in that scenario.
Coming with the C Koyukuchi.
Come on, baby. You got DPs. I'd like to see an ADP. Just rip it right here, right in front. Oh! Dude, that was deep.
Dude, he wants that damage. He's like, God.
Big block. No!
No, you got to do Farsi.
Woo! Good trade.
That's going to hurt.
You know, it's crazy, man, because he was really trying to set up his defense and his zoning, but every time, unfortunate trades would happen and would reset the situation completely.
Well, he kind of scrambled himself really easily there, or really quickly. When you see a Galford throw Plasma Blade from that proximity, you know, he just is not thinking anymore. Plasma Blade has a ton of recovery on it. You can jump over it and punish it. Not necessarily for free, because you still got a time to jump correctly, but it's still not a good look from that distance.
Uh-oh, we're going back to the button config situation.
Oh, it's
here.
like that?
I don't know. You know, dude, honestly, you know what I've done? Because I have way too much pride to be like, nah, you didn't beat me. Because I don't want you to feel like you didn't beat me legitimately, right? I don't want to option select this loss. I'll be like, I'll take that loss. And I'll go into
back in there.
No, I'll go into the next match missing a button. I've done that multiple times. It's stupid, I know.
You know what? No. Yes, it's ridiculous, but I feel it.
I don't want to win. It's really what it is. I don't want to win.
This is the business we've chosen.
Yeah.
We don't have a kick button.
You earned that, bro, but you didn't. Because you know what? In the future, I'm going to remind you, hey, remember when you beat me in that tournament? Wasn't legit, bro. I didn't even configure a C button on my...
Actually, I just tripped off that. Could you actually just not configure a button and not have like a heavy slash?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about this game, but in other games, I've definitely done that.
That's crazy.
Where you can have nothing registered.
That would actually be hilarious. All right, that's good distance for Plasma Blade. Hey, get the dog Farsi. Ooh, that was actually accidental. Dude, what are you doing?
Hey, I don't want none. You don't want none of that DP,
I hate
bro.
free damage.
I heard on the Twitters that DPs are really good.
At least
don't want none.
Woo! Run up C. Now, he loves that backdash.
Uli is just jumping all over the place.
J-Rock just likes the backflip animation. Whoa! Get angry.
Whoa, right into it. Didn't even allow for any type of movement. Just went right into the ascent.
Yeah, man. J-Rock gonna have to consult his psychiatrist about that. Might have a little bit of an anger issue.
After a Okay, I think J-Rock, either way, wants to finish this match quickly and will not adjust to slow this gameplay down because I feel like he needs to slow it down.
Yeah, he definitely does. Wow, okay.
There we go. That's what we need to
I can't believe it.
Wow.
He tried to Ashibarai Taiku.
Nice block. Good punish.
All right, he's gambled on that a little too much. He saw him pause, think about it, and go for the vanish. And yeah, there it is again. Went for the front side this time, though.
Really odd that he's not setting that up with Poppy either.
Yeah.
He's just trying to just going into it.
Maybe he just doesn't know. Wow, strike heads. Hey.
Now trying to slow down the gameplay a little bit, and the whole match is dependent on this.
What was he reaching for?
Wow.
Your boy tried to strike heads from 3 character spaces away.
Quick work.
Like, how do you...
He's like,
I think he was trying to move out.
He's like, yes, I made a good decision. You know, like, you ever pick a character that's just so hard to use that I feel like it scrambles your head way too much in a match?
Oh, for sure, man.
That, like, maybe you'll do well in 2 matches, but then by the 3rd one, you're like, dude, I'm kind of exhausted.
Mentally,
you know?
I'm spent.
Yeah.
No, I've definitely dealt with characters like that in my my teams in KOF and other fighting games, and I always have this image, I have this like illusion in my head, like, well, if I keep suffering through this, maybe I'll make it through another match eventually, like by sheer force of will, and it just never happens, you know. You gotta play to your strengths. I tell this to people all the time. They always, when they ask me who should I play in X game, and I say, well, look at the roster, and be honest with yourself. Which one of these guys does what you want them to, what you want to do in a fighting game, right?
Right. You know what, man? We have one of our fellow commentators of this weekend at EVO. I believe that is Aru.
Aru up there already?
Man.
All right.
First timer on commentary for EVO, and now he's on deck to play. I hear he's pretty good.
I heard he's okay. Some people actually not even compared him, but rather called him the Justin Wong of Samurai Shodown.
Oh, wow. That is very generous.
Yeah, I remember hearing people saying that, and I was just like, you know what? That's cool, I guess.
That's cool, I guess. Let me set this up with a really good setup and then subpar delivery.
Subpar delivery. I just phoned it in at the end there.
So,
yeah.
you know what? I give up.
At least they didn't call him the Justin Wong of East Coast, right? That'd be cold-blooded.
I don't even know what that means.
It doesn't mean anything.
Mixed me up,
it's
bro.
gibberish.
Master the mix-up. Yes. Aru, known to start a match very polite and nicely, and then perhaps internally.
Maybe a little bit different on the inside, yeah.
What's going on inside?
He's definitely had some
fire and rage.
Definitely had. I don't know. I have not seen an outburst from him yet.
Not yet.
Not
bro.
in this game.
Not yet. It's burning inside.
You think it's coming?
He found that disrespectful. Open up with the hard slash? I don't think so.
Meanwhile, Seacat's Hux testing the waters with that dude. Wow, testing the waters again with run-up grab.
Some people, dude, are so susceptible to the disrespect in these games.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, bro, I can't play anymore. You disrespected me.
Oh, yeah, he definitely. That's the real disrespect for real. Are you trying to punish me? Are you approaching me?
How much you want to make a bet? He's like, I'm counting those flowers, bro.
Bro. That is... I mean, it's not bad. He don't need... I was going to say he could definitely go for weapon flip. But
yeah. Should have raised, bro.
Oh, my God. Well,
downtown Rekka, baby.
It's okay because Gendro, one of those characters that does not really need rage to be dangerous at all. Doesn't even need a sword really to be scary.
Yep.
Privileged character.
Yeah, and Aru really just had to keep it simple, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Aru is not really going to need to do much more. Actually, I kind of want to see him throw out some more jump Cs, but I think he recognized that Hux is so DP happy that he will not give him the opportunity. There it is.
Oh, okay.
That was the opportunity I was just about to speak on.
He was so ready. He was like, opportunity, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Nice jump. That's what I should have did. Ooh. And now Huck's not trying to go for the recoil cancel DP.
Oh man, this is the craziest exchange. So many no hits situation in their face. Wow, nice backdash.
Oh, he got him deep. Yeah, baby.
No rage available.
Oh,
no
get on it. Hey.
Okay, man, not a bad risk.
Give him the back scratcher.
Uh-oh, but here we go.
Wow!
Oh, what?
Get that mess out of here. He was like, that's the Aru I know, where he's just thinking, you know what, yeah, why not super duper?
It's like, ta-ha.
Point blank super duper.
Ta-ha.
On the
Once again, I made my family proud.
Aru definitely looking pretty comfortable here. Meanwhile, Hux, oh yeah, just, there you go.
Nice.
Really? Man.
If his mind could tweet on Twitter right now.
He's like, I just dropped the easiest punish. Oh! These guys are
when
nuts.
you play neutral with DP, you are the sickest. And you know what? Gendro can't do that.
It's a drug, dude. You get addicted real easily. I feel so powerful. Oh, no.
That, I feel like, hit back front.
It definitely looked like it did, but I'm going to gamble and say that
was. I played neutral with CDP, or B.
That was definitely BDP, but yeah, that's still crazy. Aru's just like, I don't have to do anything right now. Look at
backside, and then it went front side.
2 hits on the back, 1 in the front. What a mess. Clean that up.
You have to think that it's like, Aru, this is my opportunity, man. Unlock the 7th sword, baby. Make all my buddies proud.
Is he gonna try to go for it? Is he already went for DP and rapid stab?
I have not been paying attention to what he's actually got. I know he's landed that already.
All right, we need a Botan. That would have been an opportunity for Botan. He definitely wasn't blocking it. Oh, easy there, big fella.
This is a surprising amount of defense I've seen from a Gendro player. Usually they start to bully. Okay, here we go. And if it ain't from downtown in your face,
it don't matter. All right, Aru kind of on the ropes here. And Huck's just looking for some breathing room. Wow, there's an Nadesco. Don't think this Gendro is going to live longer. Hey!
Oh, man. That's a bummer, dude. Right after the burst, and you get thrown. Oh, you need fade? What?
Are you approaching me?
I'm sorry. Did you just scratch my back? Thank you.
Are you threatening me?
All right, good showing there from Aru.
I can't tell if he's excited or not. He's really intrigued by these headphones.
It's part of the game, dude. That's what he's playing, that part of the game.
Yeah. Did he commentate dressed like that?
Yeah, I think he did.
I'm going to talk with the staff about this.
Why, you're not proud of your shirt? It's
definitely
so snazzy.
Look at it, I got a great shirt going on right there. These guys like stinking up the place with that there,
wow.
The hoodie and whatever that graphic tee was. Come on, man, we're professionals over here.
What a hater.
I am extreme. Oh, no. How did I astral project myself onto the stage to play another round of Samurai Shodown in another pool?
You just split yourself in half?
I split myself in two. This is my shadow half. This is Shadow Pockets.
He said, no, I'm the real Pockets. No, I'm Pockets. Oh, no, wait.
Shadow Pockets plays with Pad, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you would ever.
Am I claiming that?
I definitely, that's definitely not you.
Nah, this is Wooly. I was talking with him yesterday about how he's feeling about the game. He really enjoys it. He actually wanted to commentate at EVO this year, but he sent in his reel too late. The deadline for that is one of the most gospel things here at EVO, so you cannot miss it, even if you're Wooly. And he ended up missing it. Otherwise, we'd be working with him right now. But I'm actually excited to see how he plays this game, because if it's anything like he plays Dragon Ball, it's probably terrible.
Well,
love you, Wooly, though.
You
Just
know what's
kidding.
funny is I definitely don't think he plays like you.
No, he definitely probably plays a little more. I feel like he plays more patient than I do.
Conservative.
I feel like that's definitely in his personality type, because I'm more of a I need to make stuff happen all the time, and I feel like he's more of I'm going to wait and see.
Living on the edge, bro.
Yeah.
Favorite band, Aerosmith.
You know, for a time.
Oh, all right.
And I don't know who he's playing against, but hopefully he can give Wooly a good match. I'm trying to play Wooly in this game too because I want to give him his name back. Because he's been fake Hell Pockets for quite a while right now. You know, since he lost to me in Dragon Ball.
I think everybody forgot. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're the only one holding on to that.
What are you talking about? It's monumental.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who he's playing too.
Yeah. Well, we went for Darlie Dagger. That makes sense.
Okay.
He's going up against another Yoshitora. Is this button check? Yes, it is a button check. All right.
Dude, let him get his button check off, bro.
Yeah, man.
My turn. Yeah.
Isn't that some mess where like they do button check and they just take turns hitting each other?
Start getting comboed, dude. In like other games like Blaze Blue or like even KOF13, like you start getting combo videos. So, oh, okay, dude. I think we're good. Let me press my buttons real quick. Yeah.
All of a sudden, he activates Sans Culotte, and you're like, wait, hold on a second.
Okay, relax, dude. All right, man. I guess these are really their characters. Oh, nice stage. I love this stage.
Beautiful stage. Genjuro stage, to be exact. I don't know if it lags.
I don't know, but it's tight.
It's totally worth it if it does.
It's tight, dude. Obviously, they thought so, too.
Oh, no, yeah. Wooly's definitely a connoisseur of the fighting stage backgrounds. All right, let's see what he's got going for that deflect immediately. You know, I kind of respect that, though. Because you play against so many players that like to start matches, the rounds, with a button.
Yeah, that's not a bad option. Satellite.
Woo! Nice punish.
Yep, one of those characters that can easily punish that.
Yeah, Yoshitora 5H from a distance.
Wow.
Not that great if it gets blocked. Ooh, that's too high for a follow-up, though.
I don't know, Satellite. Do you know this matchup? This is what I've been saying. It's pretty much. Whoa!
Yo, Wooly. I don't think he knows this matchup.
Oh, he blocks that. Whoa, goes into dodge. Okay.
Hey.
Really able to control a lot of that match.
A lot of control on Wooly's part, but also Satellite challenging some situations that he really was not going to ever win.
Yeah.
At least not with the options that he was using. I mean, you got a DP, brother. Come on.
Whoa!
Oh, did he catch him? Don't. Yep.
Oh, dude, he doesn't know the matchup.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
That's a dead giveaway.
He's going to get hit by that 3 more times, I bet you.
He's like,
pick it up.
Why would a fighting game have this?
You got it. Pick it up. Oh, my God. He actually had an opportunity to pick that up, I think. He didn't even try for it.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Ride the waves.
Get the knockdown, brother. Whoa, that was cool.
Sick mix-up.
Yo, that's kind of tight. Hey,
I rarely ever see that normal.
All right, Satellite going down 1-0 so far. Wooly looking real dominant.
Wooly's like, I've been training my whole life.
No, he's been
exact moment.
So this guy, Wooly, was definitely talking about Sam Show before it was even a thought in anybody's head that it could be happening in 2019. So he's been ready for this.
And you give him a sweet character.
Look at, look at the stones on this guy.
Wow, recoil into ride the waves. Okay.
Woo! It's tool time with Darlie Dagger.
Wow, he's looking really dominant right now.
Yeah, right.
Wow!
I don't want to play this guy in this game, man. All right, that slowed him down. Nadesco does not hit the mark. Goes for hammer time.
All that's left is for him to try to pull some snazzy stuff off.
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna charge it. Do it.
Oh, whoa! What was he looking for?
Farsi, maybe?
Yeah, actually, that's true. That's true. No way. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit. There.
He's gonna block it right? Yeah. Okay. Once. You know what? That took me 3 times to get hit.
He's already better than us.
Yeah. Shout out to Satellite.
Ooh! Satellite actually had a punish on the 11-foot technique, but he did not reach for it. And he's gonna go down because of his inaction.
Whoa!
See, that's what he should have been doing when he was disarmed. Get that knockdown. Go for the pickup. Dang. Wooly believes in that.
I know,
service.
right? And it works.
You know? I mean, you have to. You have to believe in what you're doing here. Whoa! Did he get level 2? No, he couldn't have got level 2. That was way too slow. I mean, way too early. Man, even after a throw, that looks like it hurts. Okay. No. Oh, he tried to dodge the Farsi. Oh, these guys ain't blocking nothing.
No, they're not.
Just run up and weapon flip. One of you.
You know what? I haven't even seen a run up. Well, there. Oh, well, there he is.
Oh my God. Got him.
I was gonna say how there's a massive lack of run up throws in this match. Surprisingly,
I think they were both afraid that they'd get like raised out of it. Well, Wooly.
Yeah.
Making short work of Satellite. Very dominant performance from Wooly.
Oh, yeah.
Very proud of him. Happy to see him out here. I want to play him in some sets later on. Look at him. He's walking off into the sunset.